Continuing our deep dive into the individuals involved in the Jack Jones Juvenile Justice Center, we turn our attention to Judge Earnest E. Brown, Jr. as the presiding judge of the 6th Division Juvenile Court. Judge Brown holds a pivotal role in the placement of juveniles within the foster care and adoption systems. His decisions directly affect the lives of these young individuals, determining their futures, whether they end up in foster care, with adoptive families, or, in some cases, remain within the juvenile justice system. Given this immense responsibility, Judge Brown's actions are subject to intense scrutiny. If any illegal adoptions or mismanagement of juvenile placements occurred, Judge Brown's court would be at the center of these investigations. It's essential to question whether his rulings facilitated any unlawful activities, or if his court overlooked critical factors when deciding the fate of these vulnerable children. Any personal connections, biases, or conflicts of interest that may have influenced his judicial decisions could lead to severe ethical violations. These violations could result in disciplinary actions from judicial oversight bodies or even calls for his removal from the bench. The legal and ethical implications for Judge Brown are profound. Judges are bound by strict ethical standards, and any appearance of impropriety or bias, especially in cases involving children, can have serious consequences. If it's proven that Judge Brown's decisions were swayed by improper influences, he could face charges of judicial misconduct, which would not only tarnish his reputation but also undermine public trust in the entire judicial system. The implications are far-reaching, as they could affect the integrity of the court and the welfare of countless juveniles who have passed through his courtroom. Now, let's talk about Leland Moorehead, a former juvenile officer who has recently transitioned into a legal career as an attorney. Moorehead's shift from law enforcement to practicing law raises important questions about his potential involvement in or knowledge of illegal activities during his time as a juvenile officer. Given his insider perspective, Moorehead's current legal practice could come under scrutiny, particularly if he's involved in cases related to his former duties at the Juvenile Justice Center. As an attorney, Moorehead is now held to the highest ethical standards. Any conflict of interest or misuse of privileged information from his time as a juvenile officer could lead to significant legal and professional consequences, including potential sanctions or even disbarment. Furthermore, if it's found that Moorehead facilitated or ignored illegal adoptions, foster care placements, or other misconduct during his tenure as a juvenile officer, he could face serious legal repercussions. This might include charges of conspiracy, fraud, or other criminal activities linked to the alleged misconduct at the Jack Jones Juvenile Justice Center. Both Judge Brown and Leland Moorehead play critical roles in this unfolding situation. Their actions and decisions, past and present, could significantly impact the outcome of investigations into the alleged illegal activities at the Juvenile Justice Center. The stakes are incredibly high, as the findings could lead to sweeping legal reforms, personal consequences for those involved, and a profound impact on the juvenile justice system in Jefferson County.